Hey YouTube, we're going to talk about things going on in the world around us. And I just went outside to do it because it's been a while. I figure I may as well change the environment. But what's going on right now is a lot. First off, personally in my life, I have this other project going on. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's wonderful. A lot of good work is coming out of it, but it's pulling away from my social media activism, and I'm okay with that. But there are times where things happen that it just gets too big to not say anything about, and the Omicron variant is an important thing that's happening. I think society is reaching that precipice as to where they've had enough, and they kind of figured it all out. And the mass media is doubling down. Side note on Omicron, it's an anagram for moronic. So I think people realize that as well. And here's the big challenge about it. Omicron came out of South Africa, and the doctors who discovered it and the scientists who are working on it are all saying it's not a big deal. It's going with the natural progression of viruses, which is they get more contagious and weaker in lethality. Not a single person who has Omicron, which is now in 40 countries and hundreds of people have it, not a single person has been hospitalized from it. Yet you have Joy Behar on The View, who has the Surgeon General on, stating, "My children and I are terrified, and we're worried that this is just never gonna end." As if it's some psyop. It is a psyop, but it's trying to implant the idea into their gullible, stupid audience. These terrified housewives that watch The View at fall for this shit. That this is actually a viable threat that justifies shutting down the economy again. And Omicron is, I believe, the natural progression of the virus, not something that came out of South Africa, because it showed up in Australia, a country that you can't travel to freely, especially from Africa. Australia, a country where once you get the virus, you were sent to a camp for 3 weeks, were given moldy bread for 3 weeks until you test negative. And that's the future of the West if we're not careful. The precipice we're reaching, though, is people are figuring out, and that they are just no longer even obeying. I live in the Bay Area, and we were the first to lock down and the last to stop being locked down. Even people here have had enough. Even the hyper-liberals aren't even wearing their masks anymore. This is just what's going on in government here. Santa Cruz County, of course, many of you have seen the Santa Cruz shirts. It's a famous brand. It's where wetsuits were invented. It's a big surfing community, a bunch of hippies in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz County says if you are in your home to wear a mask, and people saw that, and even all the hippies in Santa Cruz are like, "This is stupid." There's been a large contingent of people in the Bay Area who are just like, "This is stupid. We're not doing this anymore. We need to get back to work." So what happens in California precedes what happens in the rest of the country, and I think the red wave can't come soon enough. So let's tell everyone how dumb Omicron is. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one.